What up, players? What's up? It is fucking Friday. Thank God. That's all I gotta say. What's up, JK? Stop by enough. Like, thank God. Drinking ginger ale instead of Coke. Blech. What's up, Richard? How's it feel to have that wrench? I like this shirt. Get out there and explore. Right. So what's happened on this Friday? I feel like there's actually shit and shenanigans going down in the Fenn community, and I'm not privy to it, and I want to know what's going on. So I need the answers. What's happening? Who's it happening to? Who knows what? And when do we finally get to be done with this shit? Like, drop my weed. Good thing we have more. What's up, Jason? What was I asking? I was asking what's happening. Does it feel like we're on the brink of something? Does it feel like we're gonna learn some shit here? I don't know. I honestly don't. It just feels like weird times. I feel like we are definitely. This was predicted, by the way. I think we said this. We're about to hit the calm before the storm, and I think we said the calm. We're about to hit the calm like a couple of weeks ago. So we're in it now. We are in that calm. It's like boring. There's nothing happening. But it's not what they say, it's what they whisper. And it seems like the whispers are picking up. So I don't know if that's a manifestation of boredom. And that's what happens when shit gets boring is whispers start just because it's so boring. Or if there is something really going down. The original terpene shield. Interesting. Look at this. Huh. More poem. Should we talk poem? We can talk poem today. We can talk poem. I'm still a little confused on structure. TTOTC versus Too Far to Walk's poem. In fact, let me see if I can find the damn book. So I have to do something to this book. I haven't done it yet, but I got to do it. I'm going to do that today or tomorrow. All right, so the poem. I'm opening the books, and my DVD of Taxi Cab Confessions was in here. I am a strange person. I am a very, very strange person. That's me. So we can talk more Matrix. All right, so if this is all we need, then we only look at the structure here, right? And it's center line. So is he creating structure like going down like on each edges? Like is that structure? Like I'm sure we've all tried to do like the first letter and then the last letter. So like A and E, A and D, I and E, A and D. I don't know. Is that overcooked? Is that messing with his poem though? F K T H T K JH. I mean, it would just match a rhyme scheme at the end anyway. So, meh. Yeah, I did find it, Richard. How are you an architect putting this together? Drawing the poem. So like each clue is a drawing that you're making, part of a large drawing you're making. So you're making, the big picture is what the poem gives you. The poem gives you the big picture, and you have to draw all the clues on your picture, and somehow they all line up. This is so tiring and aggravating. All right, so let's try A. Oh, fuck. How about that? The four corners. Yeah. Good job, Susie. That's right. So you have to start at the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we're her. I, D, E. Oh, so hold on. So I, D, E, A. Idea. Now that's cool. I like that. I like that. I think I've heard that before, but still, it's a good reminder. Like, that's cool. I want more of that. Or someone explain to me, please, for the love of God, why the Flywater chapter, had this. If someone could please explain that all to me, I would be very happy. Is there like a difference if you do it this way versus doing it this way? Kind of looks like they're in the same picture now. Or, Shiloh could just come on low key on a Friday and just spill the fucking beans with what he knows. Come on, Shiloh. Ashley said she'll buy you a drink if you come on and spill some beans. She'll buy you all the drinks. Or is it so fun that still they want us to figure it out? And the whole point is that we are supposed to figure this out, not people telling us. I'd feel really silly. Wouldn't we all feel really silly if they were like, okay, fine, fuck it, we'll tell you. And then they tell us and we're like, I wish I didn't know that. I wonder if that's what's going on. That would be interesting, right? Okay, we packed this shit, but we never smoked it. It's a Friday. Oh, okay. The freaky, feisty, Feisty. I was going to misspell it wrong on purpose, but I figured y'all just make fun of it. Friday. So copy invite link. I'm going to put it in the chat. Y'all can join at your leisure. Or not, and just let me talk all day. That's fine by me too. Pin message. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna smoke my weed here. What do we want to talk about on Friday? We want to talk more poem? Let's talk more poem. I would like for someone to bring something new and revelatory up about this poem. Poem. What up, Indy? She's connecting.
I see it is 4:20 somewhere.
It is 4:20 somewhere. Right, her.
What's up?
Oh, I have to open a window. I forgot I shut all the windows. It was so hot. I walked back in here, it was like 90 degrees in here because I left all the windows open.
Oh, nice.
In SoCal today, that's not a good idea because it is a hot one outside.
I haven't even stepped outside yet. I'm pretty sure I'd melt.
Walk outside right now. Just stick your hand out. It's like 100.
Every time I open the door, a fly flies in. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. So what are we ranting about today, good sir?
I'm ranting about the poem. So okay. So did you know on the poem, I'm sure you did. Did you know in the poem, you can spell out the word idea with the four corners?
Yes.
Okay. Like, that's what I'm trying to get back to. I'm trying to get to more cool, like, shit like that. Where, like, okay, cool idea. Where do we take that? And that's where I've always seen it end, where, like, I don't see people take it one step further. And I'm not saying let's look for anagrams within the poem or anything like that. There's got to be somebody out there.
There's so many anagrams in that poem.
But when the dude says no anagrams in the poem, okay, fine. Anagrams in the book are okay.
No. He never said there's no anagrams in the poem. He said anagrams, puzzles, riddles, etc. would not help aid the seeker to the test. Yeah, but it has been offered as good material.
Or as a winning solution, right?
Yeah. So basically what he's saying is like whatever you find in the book, outside the book, in the poem, it's not going to take you right to the chest, but it could help you with the clues.
I will admit the way if you really get technical with the wording, you could say, hey, no, the whole community is wrong. He's not saying this. He's saying something else here. So
he's okay.
Hold on. What was the keyword? What was the keyword? I'm looking it up in Terry's scan. I just want to be able to find the quote.
I'm just saying, like, what I've learned by being friends with Forrest and talking to him for 2+ years, like back and forth. Everyone, they need to go back and reread what Fenn says, because it's not what you think it is. And you, Ben, of all people, you can see the same thing I see and others saw, but just because he says one thing doesn't mean he means it. You got to really read into what he's saying.
Agreed.
So yeah, anagrams, all that other stuff. It's not going to take you to the chest, but I definitely think it helps.
And remember, doesn't he call his own poem or something within the poem a riddle? Like you have to solve the riddle.
Yeah, he says you got to answer the riddle.
And then he goes,
there's no riddles.
No knowledge of riddles will help you. And then people go, see, there's no riddle. But he himself says there's a fucking riddle.
And want to know what the riddle is?
Well, okay. Before you say your logical conclusion, if I'm taking a step back, what's the riddle in this poem? I force myself to go, okay, where's the question mark? The question mark, like, so
exactly.
Why did I must go, right? That's the first place I would go. However, put in below the home of Brown can be considered a riddle because of the way the sentence can be read. The put in below the home of Brown could be describing everything above it, or it could be a direction he's giving to you, the reader. You need to put in below the home of Brown. So there could be a riddle in home of Brown. But I'm going to ask you a question real fast.
I'm going to ask you a question real fast before I say it, so you can't be like, I knew it. Okay, if you agree and think that the riddle in the poem is the question mark, where do you think that question mark leads you?
Going alone in there.
That's your answer?
I just off the top of my head, yeah.
Okay, so when I read that, and the moment I connected the question to being the riddle, the first thing that it took me to was Ode to Peggy Jean. Because in the poem that Fenn wrote for his wife, Ode to Peggy Jean, he asks the same question and then gives you the answer in that poem. So I think a lot of us messed up because we fixate so much on, the Forrest Fenn treasure poem that we don't really pay much attention to the other source material in the book. And I think whatever he wanted to answer in regards to the riddle in that poem can be found in Ode to Peggy Jean.
What happened in SoCal with all this temperature? You froze up. Okay, now you're there. Sorry, you completely froze up on me. I didn't hear a word you said. Oh, now it says my internet connection's unstable. This might have been my fault. Hold on. Sorry. What the hell did I do? Let's get rid of Discord.
I quit.
I quit.
No, I was saying,
quit, Mr. White.
You want
doing a quote. Okay, talk to me.
If you want, in my opinion, if you want the answer to the riddle in the poem, so why is it that I must go? You find the answer in the other poem, Ode to Peggy Jean.
Why am I here and cannot go? What ancient secrets does he know? Why am I here and cannot go? Today I looked up in the sky and saw a raven flying by. He seemed so focused on his way. So tell me now why I must stay. Why must I go? Why must I stay? Interesting.
Yep. It's just my own weird way of thinking.
Today I looked up in the sky and I saw my shadow floating by. It seems so.
Remember, he says only the shadow knows.
Where am I?
Also known as the phantom.
Only the shadow knows. Today I looked up in the sky and saw that I shall never die. Forget the pain and harm you see. My loving wife looks after me. So why must I go? The answer is something to do with Peggy, which
exactly.
A lot of
And
us have been
what
trying to say,
happened?
right?
What happened in the chapter Flywater? What happened? He says the original letter said Peggy was, or he says in the original letter, you were there somewhere waiting for me. And then when he changed it in TTOTC chapter Flywater, it says Peggy was there somewhere waiting for me.
Peggy
So
was there. Yeah.
Flywater again confirms it. That chapter is where he wanted to pass away.
So why must he go? Because Peggy's not there yet. So this spot involved Peggy.
It's involved
Like,
Peggy.
proposing to her, maybe conceiving a child with her at a spot. There's a couple of different avenues with this, but obviously it seems like that, to me, seems like a logical, why is this place so important to Forrest? It's not, oh, because he wanted to die there. The question is, okay, but why did he want to die there? And
because
if that's the place where he proposed to Peggy or had his first kiss with her or whatever, then that's
it was
the place
also,
he wants to die.
in my opinion, the place where he wrote that letter to Peggy under the tree. Remember? We know that we're looking for a tree.
The letter, I'm with you on the letter to an extent, but he has told us about that letter. I go, nope, then that can't be the letter. The letter might be related to it, but it's not like what haven't we heard about? I don't know how he proposed to Peggy. I don't know anything about much of him and Peggy in their younger years. Do you?
Well, that's the thing. We're never going to know. We're never going to find out. But what we do know is that there are certain scrapbooks that Fenn put out about special trees to him, why he took branches from those trees because it meant so much. And we know if you're willing to be creative enough like I am, we know that the chapter Flywater is telling us where he wanted to die. And it just so happens that same chapter tells you he took a trip one day. Peggy went to see the mom. He went to see his dad, talk about fishing trips, and he wrote that letter to Peggy somewhere on the Madison. So everyone who's like yelling at us, stop talking about the Madison, stop talking about Wyoming. Hey, I'm sorry. This is where we're leading, and this is where his story is. And if you don't like it, that's fine.
If you have a river in New Mexico where there's some kind of confirmation that Fenn proposed to Peggy at that river, then oof, that's where I put my focus actually. And so I'm off the Madison. But I haven't heard anything like that. All I've heard are more things pointing at either the Madison or Yellowstone in general.
Well, we do know one story, thanks to Rumblings and Ramblings. Lost Lake, also looking for Lois and Clark's story. That is where Donnie, Joe, and Forrest took Peggy and June in Yellowstone, or outside of Yellowstone.
I hate it. I have asked Jack, were you a fan of Lost? I asked him, I said, did you see the numbers from Lost in TTOTC and in a lot of Fenn's interviews? If it happens to do something with Lost Lake, I will fucking throw shit. 423 is such an important set of numbers for Lost, and for him to just randomly tell us, oh, but yeah, by the way, Dad's buried at plot 4, section 20 or row 23. Like, if you are a Lost fan, you go, oh, I know those numbers. And then if he really put it by Lost, and Jack said I wasn't a fan of Lost. He didn't say he didn't watch Lost. He just said he wasn't a fan. And if it's at Lost Lake, I would fucking flip my shit.
I refuse.
Sorry, what?
Said I refuse.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't refuse. I would just, that kind of solve would keep me up at night afterwards. It would keep me up at night going, why didn't you just look at Lost Lake because it's named Lost Lake, Ben? Just like, of all the places screaming your name out, Lost Lake was probably the first thing I saw when I opened the map for the first time in this treasure hunt. And it's near like Riddle Lake.
Hold on a second.
Solution Creek. Like, it's bullshit. It's crazy. I'm sure you guys have seen that, like Riddle Lake and Solution Creek, or Riddle Creek and Solution Creek and Questions Lake, or whatever the fuck it is. There's like 4 lakes and creeks and rivers all next to each other that all have to do with like treasure hunting. Like in terms of their name. But didn't Forrest say no toponymy? So I don't know. But Jack, like USA China says, Jack said it's important that you at least surmise why the spot's important. And to tell us to surmise why it's important, that means Jack or Fenn haven't given us that direct information. We need to surmise it from offhand information You know, things that don't necessarily connect within 1 degree, you need to jump to 2 degrees to connect them. That's surmising something. So if Jack is telling us that's what we need to do, anything that we've been directly told isn't really going to help us specific to a spot. It might help us get to another spot, but the spot we need to end up on is someplace we're going to have to actually put shit together and add up. Sounds like to me. It's an interesting quote, USA China. It really is. What's the best warm waters stops in this area? Again, I offer this statement to everybody, myself included, but to everybody in the chase. I don't think any of us know what forest even fucking means by where warm waters halt. I don't think any of us actually know what that means. We think we do. We don't. There's something precluding us from figuring out this treasure hunt. Maybe, just maybe, it's the very obvious, oh, begin it here. Well, this is so easy, a caveman could do it. I just don't buy that. So when everybody is sure of something and everybody is positive, I, as a gambler, go, okay, I'll take the other side. Like, for instance, last night, it was the Cowboys and Buccaneers, and everybody said, take the Bucks, 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 fuck the points, take the Bucks. Take the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. And what happened? The Cowboys covered, just like we said. When the public is right and the public hasn't done shit, don't listen to the public, right? If the public is saying they know where warm waters halt, that's the first clue. But the public, no one fucking solved it. It was a low-key lurker that no one knew about. Why are we listening to all the people who are wrong? I don't get it.
Because we're all wrong and we're all just trying to find answers because we're left with no answers.
Which is fine, which is perfect. Then that means we need to stop discounting anybody's shit. We need to accept everybody's ideas.
Exactly.
When one person says, no, I know where warm waters halt. No, you don't, because if you did, you'd have the chest. You have an idea. We need to start
there's a difference differentiating accepting people's ideas versus sitting there and listening to people's solutions. Not everyone has time to listen to a solution, and not everyone has time to see the solution. What we do have time for is bits and pieces of factual information that makes sense to the story.
Agree. And plus, I don't need your whole solution. All I want is a where warm waters halt and a reason why it's that, and why no one else got that, and how it could also still be a popular area. Like, I need somebody to explain the first clue and why you got to it at this point, and that's it.
Hey Ben, I got a question for you.
What?
What are you going to submit for the bracelet entry?
I don't know yet. I was thinking about that.
You know, I'm going to make sure you and Ashley submit something, right?
I mean, no, I figured as much, but I just don't know what to submit. I'm giving it thought. I'll see.
Well, you got a background in archaeology, so why don't you submit one of your very first finds, archaeologically speaking, and write a story about it?
I mean, there's no story. I found a fucking intact pot. Like, yay! It was.
That's awesome.
It's cool, but there's
who else do you know that loves pot shards? Forrest Fenn.
I know. Believe me. He knows more about him than I do. When he does that, that's Rocky Mountain. What does he fucking call it?
Use your imagination.
That's Rocky Mountain bumblebee weed ink. What the fuck? Like, even I don't know what he's talking about.
So what? Use your imagination. Use your connection as an archaeologist to connect with Fenn. Fenn had a love for archaeology, and he wasn't a certified PhD or whatever. He wasn't certified as an archaeologist.
I'm sure he knew more than most of my professors did.
Exactly. But the thing is, you guys share that same love and passion for hunting down history and its story. Share that. Beeweed.
I mean, that's what I was thinking, and a little less about well, I could talk about at least what intrigued him the most, which I've already talked about like live, but like I can talk not about that interaction with Fenn more, but just more in detail about that story that I told him, which is a pretty cool story. I guess I could do that.
You're welcome. I'm a plethora of ideas.
Where warm water halt was comfortable, no more cold feet. He popped the question there. USA China, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. That's the kind of solution I think was required to solve this treasure hunt. If he's going to tell us this is where you start it, if you don't have this, you don't have anything. In the poem itself, he says begin it here. Okay, then we begin it there, fine, but there's a trick. And the trick is it's a metaphor. The trick is it means something that it doesn't mean, but it still means something that I thought it meant. And how could I not think of that? I mean, that's what he's alluded to. So where warm waters halt. Well, Fenn, what does warm mean to you? On every occasion he goes comfortable. He doesn't even play with us.
In my opinion, Ben.
Yeah.
I think we all need to focus solely on the chapters in TTOTC where the stamp marks list any time with the 1940s, especially Looking for Lewis and Clark, Flywater, and Jumpstarting the Learning Curve. Those are the most important chapters, and they all happen to have 1940s, 1942, or 1946 stamped on there.
Well, I think 1942 is the issue here.
1942 is the answer. It's Flywater. It's literally that stamp says June 23rd right. Or something. 1942.
July 23. 23.
No, June, July. No, it was July. It was July. It was literally a month before he turned 13. And Fenn says his mind always stays at about age 12 or up at about age 13.
He's about
so
to be
that means
here.
He was just about to turn 13
and by the way,
when he talks about that.
I can just tell you as this little boy, there's 2 birthdays that matter to me and the rest I didn't care about. 13 and 21. So turning 13 is a very anticipatory time. You're really looking forward to it, especially if it's over the summer. So that would be your peak summer experience, that summer of being 12, going into 13. That would be like your best summer ever. 100%.
You're also forgetting something very important.
What?
The scrapbook that Forrest wrote about why he took that twig. The favorite tree that fell down.
How am I'm not forgetting that.
You are.
All the time.
Ben writes in the scrapbook, he found that tree, that special tree that used to be over his favorite fishing spot in the 1940s.
I know.
That's why you look at the stamp marks that say 1940.
I know.
Goober.
Why are you calling me a goober? You're talking to the guy who folded the page over the year 1942 to get the word that's key. I folded 1942 to get key. Like, of course, 1942 has been my focus. Of course, that specific scrapbook has been my focus because the actual book Flywater, the chapter Flywater where I find key, maybe Flywater's key. Okay, so what do? I go to the book Flywater. I open up that book and what does it say? Oh, rainbows on the map.
Rainbow is the arc, the fishing arc.
Created by the fishing arc on the map. And he's just telling a story about him creating a fishing arc and getting it caught on his favorite tree. And it just so happens to be a fallen tree now. And it was come on. There's only a couple trees like that on the Madison.
Disregarded and missed from the book Flywater?
Huh?
Want to know another detail you totally disregarded and missed from Flywater?
How do you know I missed it and just didn't bring it up?
I'm riling Ben up.
No, I'm getting it out. What did I miss? Let's see. Tell me the page. Oh, hold on. Why don't I just go to page 23? Why don't I just do that? 23, right? Oh, page 23. Oh, that's talking about making rainbows on the Madison. Oh, 23. Oh.
Are you done?
That's all the 23 haters.
The person who wrote that book and illustrated that book and made it the book was
okay,
also suffering from cancer. And so he wrote stories. There's 2 books. He wrote stories about his favorite places fishing that helped him heal when he got cancer.
Hey, Jack Hemingway. Oh, here's this McClintock, Grant McClintock.
Yeah, he's got 2 books. One's about fishing in the Appalachians. The other one's fishing in the Rockies. What do we know? Fenn said if he had another treasure chest, he would hide a treasure chest in the Appalachians. Flywater and the other book are very important to Fenn.
I don't know. I never see this in books, but it's just the word title.
Oh, good Lord.
It's funny to see stupid shit like that.
Title. I'm read titles in the book.
Okay, here, or you know, you look, just you're looking for anything that stands out. Silver Creek. It's funny to look for this kind of shit. Point is, printed in Italy. Of all places, Italy? This was printed in Italy? My mom was born in Rome.
I heard rum, but I know you meant Rome.
Rome. Sorry. My mom was born in Rome. But I'm just, wondering why page 23 would just tell us all about creating to be suddenly connected through a rainbow arc of rod and run of line to something as purely wild as God's own trout produces astonishment at the cellular level, and at least for a moment blurs the border between man and nature. It is a bond which renews itself time after time and is the addictive essence of the sport.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
I know how a lot of people fixate on, the rainbow.
Uh-huh.
Guess what that quote also just gave you?
What did it give us?
Homer Brown.
I know, right? God's on trout.
I know everyone's like, oh, it's been thought before, but this is the thing.
I can't make heads or tails of the Fenn comment of saying.
Have you ever gone back to Terry Scant? Because I have the book. I got it on Kindle.
Can I just tell you? I'm on it right now.
Okay. Have you ever gone back to Terry Scant and saw the story where Fenn talks about how he named all the fish that were in his favorite fishing holes? Did you read that story? There are stories where Fenn tells you every single one of his favorite fishing holes had a freaking fish that he named with capital letters.
I'm looking right now.
Who's to say Homer Brown isn't the actual name for the fish he named Brown? He named a bunch of fish.
So he named, like, for instance, he would name 9 Mile Hole Home of Brown.
No, it wouldn't be Home of Brown. It would just literally be named Brown because the fish that lived in that hole was named Brown.
I would think he'd also say Home of Brown. I'm going to the Home of Brown.
Well, no, that's what it is when you get there, because it's literally the fishing hole is the home of that fish. Get it? Home of Brown.
I get it. I'm
he
trying to
named all these fish different names. It's like in the Terry Scant thing. So
I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when he goes, guys, I'm going to Home of Brown. They all know that means he's going to where all the fucking brown trout are at 9 Mile or something like that.
No, not where all the brown trout are. It's nothing like that. It's the fishing hole. His favorite fishing hole was named after fish. So if you want to go to Beaver Creek or Beaver, the Beaver, whatever, the Barnes Hole, he'd be like, I'm going to go to the home of Mary. I'm going to go to the home of Sarah. Like, he named all these fish weird names and he talks about it in an interview. But if he was referring to his favorite fishing spot, he would say, I'm going to the home of Brown. Does that make sense now? It's not like historically speaking, or it's not on a map. It's literally to him, this is the home of Brown because that's that fish that he named in that fishing hole, because it ended up taking you to his favorite fishing hole.
Yeah, I get it. You mean like maybe it was like a 20-inch brown trout, a big male that has his bottom jaw hooked up?
Hold on, let me pull it up real fast.
Are you looking at the screen? I'm on Terry Scant right now.
That's great. Hold on.
Just tell me what to type in.
No, I'm gonna read it myself.
Oh my God, but I have the screen. I can read it and people can actually read along with us. What would you name a rainbow trout?
I'm weird, so I come up with weird shit. Hold on.
There's a joke you probably could have made like 15 years ago. I just won't make it.
But of course.
You couldn't fish in a lot of places because you couldn't fish in those weeds. Those weeds are ridiculous. But I found this one spot where the weeds were all around, but there was a hole that was not weeded, like 10 feet around. And I parked my boat right there, and I had just put a brand new woolly worm squirrel tail on my leader, and it was not wet. So I threw it in. There was no fish around any place, but I threw it in, and the thing was floating, and I just left it there.
Here it is.
Here came a brown trout.
Okay. There are places up there when the mayfly hatches out, and it's always in the evening. Hold on. Whatever. It says, I tried catgut leaders, tapered leaders. I made split bamboo fly rods. I had a name for every fish in that country up there. Mary and Phyllis and Johnny, and I knew where all the holes were. I'm an outdoor person. It wasn't so much fishing, it was being there. I remember when I could hardly wait to get on the river and catch a big old brown trout. I'd get out there, get out of my car and look around and walk over and sit under a tree for an hour and watch the osprey catch fish and watch the eagles try to take it away from the osprey. God has a summer place up there,
Huh.
Yeah.
No, I like that. But
so Jack said Homer Brown was only Homer Brown to Fenn, right?
There was a nuance that only applies from Fenn.
That's because it was literally the one fish Fenn named to identify his favorite secret fishing hole, in my opinion.
I like that frame of thought. So how would I search about that one fish on Terry Scant, for instance? Like if I want to try to learn more about him talking about this one specific fish, how would I search this on Terry Scant? Because like I'm looking.
You wouldn't be able to search it. Well, I just typed in Madison River on Terry Scant, but
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not quizzing you. I'm trying to think out loud with you. Because I don't know how
we go to Terry Scant, Google Madison River. But the thing that I did was the only way you're going to be able to figure out Homer Brown is what Fenn told us. Figure out where warm water's halt. But he helps us in the chapter Flywater and in Jumpstarting the Learning Curve and Looking for Lois and Clark. He helps us with that. There's key details, in my opinion, where when you read it, it'll take you right to his favorite fishing spot. Go back to chat real fast.
God, there's gonna be so many hits for fishing.
Yeah, there's so many hits for fishing, but you gotta focus on the Madison. And okay, get this. This is another thing I picked up that other people haven't, but Jack did.
I'm trying to do different kind of searches. Whoa, what just happened here?
Okay, so one of the things I picked up that Jack did, but other people didn't, aside from myself, was the talk about the pimento cheese sandwich. Pay attention to the pimento cheese sandwich.
I'm on it right now.
The only one you're going to find is a story about why he broke off that branch to that special tree that fell over.
Why can't I ever find what's highlighted? Come on, give me the, here we go. Rumball Creek was on the South Fork side of Hebgen Lake, and a few big trout were always cruising around that place looking for fresh food coming in with the Montana stream. Yep, I'd like to go back there one last time and take a folding chair. Maybe I'll also take a pimento cheese sandwich and a fried pineapple pie. If I don't get back up there, and I probably won't, I hope one of your readers will visit that place for me and send me one last drink of water from Rumball Creek. I'd go to Watton's Creek too. F.
And that's where I went, Ben. I went the day after I went to Forrest's house. I had DJ go with me. We went to Rumball Creek, and I sent him back that damn stream of water.
You fell for a joke. He gave you a capital F. That means it was fake.
It wasn't fake. I did it because that place meant something to him. So I literally went there and sent him the water.
You're not listening to me. He signed it with a capital F.
I'm not saying that's where the place was. I'm saying that the place was still special to him. So I sent him the water. What I'm saying is what am I sandwich is about the fallen tree.
Candy, what am I implying by saying he signed it with a capital F?
Oh my God, you're insufferable.
I'm not insufferable. You're not hearing my point.
You're insufferable.
He signed it with a capital F. When he signs it with a capital F, he's not telling a truth in that email. When he signs it with a lowercase f, Everything is on the up and up. Uppercase F's, there's something fake about the content of that email. Look it up. Every time there's a capital F, there's something wrong in the email. So it's no surprise that you followed all these things that he said in this email and came away with nothing because he signed it with a capital F.
Okay, I'm going to try and talk again. My point is, pay attention to pimento cheese sandwich, not for Rumba Creek, but for the other mention for the tree that fell and he took a branch from on the Madison. Because in the Reddit database that you and Christy and others like to obsess over, Jack talks about the pimento cheese sandwich and how he's totally blown away that no one else is paying attention to it. There you go.
That's all known. I get that. I'm with you on it. There's more going on here. I understand that, but when he talks about a pimento cheese sandwich and Watkins Creek and Rumbaugh Creek and Hebgen, this is all Montana. And the same person who said, pay attention to pimento cheese sandwich, said every clue is in Wyoming. So how can those two comments be congruent with each other, right?
Are you too baked? I said there's two stories. The one about Rumbaugh Creek, and then there's the one about his favorite tree that fell on the Madison River, where he broke off a branch.
Which one are you saying Jack alludes to? He knows about both, or he knows about one of them?
He tried looking into both, but clearly the one about the fallen tree is the contender and the winner.
Okay. So you think he looked at both, but then went with the fallen tree one. It was an easier trail basically to follow, obviously.
It wasn't an easier trail. It was a story. Oh my God.
Why are you getting so frustrated? P.S. All I tried to say to you was when he signs an email with a capital F, it means there's something wrong in the email. And
I'm frustrated, Ben.
Zero reaction to that.
I have to say it like 10 times until it clicks.
Say what 10 times? I've understood the basis of of everything you're saying.
No, you were just basically shouting and saying, oh, it's not because it's Montana and he was lying. I was telling you, no, it's not just that story. It's the other story. There's two stories about the cheese sandwich, but only one was a contender. One story was about Montana. One story was about Wyoming. Just like in the book, there's two stamps. One says somewhere in Wyoming and the other one says somewhere in Montana. That's my point. That's what Jack was trying to point out too on Reddit, is the sandwich has two stories, but each story is about a different state.
I wish there was I know the other pimento story. I wish Terry Scan had the scrapbooks too. Where can you go to see the old scrapbooks? Are they collected somewhere at this point?
You have to download the PDF. I have.
Yeah, and I'm avoiding doing that. I don't want to do that. But is that literally the only way possible? What number is it?
Here, just let me share real fast and I'll put it up.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
I was just going to go to Henry. Is it 205? Just out of curiosity. I'm just going to make you the host.
Okay, give me a second. So it's this one right here. So it says, in the 1940s, I had a really great fishing hole on the Madison River. It was a long cast to reach the big fish, and I had to place my fly precisely. A big ponderosa in my back cast was bent on seeing me fail. Over the years, I had 20 flies or more snag in its limbs. On my last visit to that spot, I was saddened to see the tree had fallen. The pimento cheese sandwich I consumed while leaning against that tree didn't seem as tasty as I remembered, and my can of Coke uprighted and spilled on the ground. A curiosity search revealed
hold on, let's stop right there. Let's just stop right there. What a strange set of words. And my uprighted, what does it say? My can of Coke uprighted and spilled on the ground? What the fuck?
He's trying to say because that tree was fallen and how it meant so much to him, the sandwich didn't taste as magical, and the soda wasn't as magical as it used to be when he used to go there as a kid.
I understand the magical metaphor here, but uprighted and spilled on the ground doesn't make sense. If it uprighted, it's not spilling. It's standing upright. If it's fallen
just
over,
like,
it's
Skippy,
spilling.
and they should have buried
He's
him
giving us
standing up.
opposite. He's literally giving us an opposite here. Uprighted and spilled are incongruent. They make no sense with each other. There's a lot more going on in some of these words than I think people understand. Not you. I'm
This
just saying,
is what
like,
I've been talking about.
it's just, it's so, of course, why do you think I went to the tree? Why do you think I have that branch waiting for you if we finally get to go get drinks?
Yeah, but if it's not that tree precisely,
Andy, give me
what you
another
need
tree
to-
along the Madison that he was fishing on. I'm not saying it was where the treasure was, but give me another tree that is fucking daunting like that one is along the Madison. There isn't a contender close to it.
Okay, for one thing, the one thing that people don't understand is he says, on my last visit to that spot, Fenn said that he went to the spot where he hid the chest and he never returned.
Right.
This story right here, in my opinion, is the same story of him going and hiding the chest.
I could totally see that. I mean, it might not be, but absolutely that could be.
But it also explains the twig in the chest, because everyone's like, why is there a twig in the chest? And Jack's like, it just fell in. No, bullshit. It didn't just fall in. Forrest placed it in there because of the same reason he put this scrapbook out.
Think of the quote you even remind everybody about Jack with the pimento sandwich. I can't believe no one's looking at the pimento cheese sandwich. Lo and behold, there's a pimento cheese sandwich story with a twig, and lo and behold, we had a twig in the chest. Exactly what you're saying. This is what I'm saying. Everybody should take a breath and realize the twig meant more than we thought. It meant everything to the solve, and probably this is exactly what, like, the kind of thing that Jack looked at.
That's what I was saying.
Aha.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I know. I'm just reiterating those words. But that's where, okay, then the game is find a tree along the Madison, right? Is that what Jack tells himself at this point? Does he go, all right, so fishing hole, Madison River, fallen tree that would be so big that it would catch at least 20 of his flies and snag them in the limbs. That's a big tree if it's catching 20 times of a good fisherman who knows what he's doing. Like, that's a big tree. So how many big trees exist on the Madison River that have fallen that could catch a good fisherman's fly 20 fucking times?
If you pay attention to the details in the scrapbook, it's taking you directly back to the chapter Flywater. So
I should have paid more attention to the scrapbooks. That was like my biggest mistake. I never did.
I never fully read Too Far to Walk or Once Upon a While.
You shouldn't have had to. You shouldn't have had to. You should have been perfectly fine never having to read those books. Now, I understand you should read everything about a treasure hunt book.
Well, I'm saving it now because I want to read it and, like, get new stories about Fenn. That's, like, awesome. But I always just read The Thrill of the Chase, and I would occasionally look at some of the scrapbooks if they were, like, brand new, especially like 2018, 2019 scrapbooks. But what I'm saying, I don't remember what year or date this was posted, but this is, like, the missing piece that we all needed. He's telling you the 1940s, fishing hole in the Madison River, big ponderosa pine tree.
I agree.
It fell over. That same tree is where he wrote to Peggy. Like,
that's what
this
I think.
Scrapbook and aligning it with the chapter Flywater and then reading the book Flywater are all the pieces you need to understand where the fuck that thing was.
And that's why finding key inside of the chapter Flywater made perfect sense to me. And so the key wasn't telling me anything, but the key is Flywater here. That's going to lead you down the right journey of figuring this treasure hunt out, which is why when I decide to go down the Madison River and go into the woods, when I find these just left under a tree, I wonder, gee, was this a fishing solve? And this is part of a fake blaze that was dismantled?
We all knew it was a fishing solve. It's just I wrote to
I'm not claiming to be a genius for knowing it was a fishing solve. I'm saying everybody knew it was a fishing solve. So the fact that we saw random fishing tools in the middle of the forest on the south side of the Madison where no one fucking goes unless they're looking for treasure or burying or hiding one.
Well, the one thing that people didn't really pay much attention to until, you know, the so-called Fenn slip up, which is him saying he wanted to go back and die at his favorite ...
Right.
In TTOTC, there's only two places where Forrest is favorite. It's about favorite soda and favorite fishing hole with his dad in the chapter Flywater.
Say again, little JJ came in.
Oh my.
I had a kid come in. What do you? I can't do anything about that.
Who jumped in?
Little JJ jumped in. I had to answer a question. He's like, "Where's mom?"
Oh, I was like, I thought you were talking about Zoom.
Oh,
No, I'm just saying there's like
JJ.
certain information and details in the book that correlate with that scrapbook and the book Flywater
I agree.
that can help narrow it down. But
It makes me feel
the
like
main
shit.
thing is you got to solve where warm water salt.
So, okay, we have the chapter Flywater. We have the scrapbook. We have this tree. We have the Madison River. We haven't solved this poem yet. The treasure is still out there. Does that make you immediately think Madison Junction? Does that make you immediately think where the Madison River hits the border of like the state and it's like metaphorical? Where do you go? Where do you go with that next in your head?
Honestly, I think that we just need to focus solely on the chapter Flywater. Solely on the chapter Flywater. Now look at the cover of Flywater. So we got the stamp that says Madison River. We have a date that says Sunday, July 23rd, 1942. We know Sunday wasn't on July 23rd, 1942. We know those days don't line up. But what we know is July 23rd, 1942 is exactly less than a month away from the day Fenn turned 13. We know that he says his mind always stays at about age 13. And we know that the story talks about how they celebrated, when my parents celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary at my sister's house in Bozeman. I thought they were really old. And I think that's funny because my wife and I have been married 57 years and she still looks good and thinks young. We've had a pretty good life together because she's so tolerant and everyone knows it. She's always said she'd rather switch than fight. And I think she's done a lot of switching. But every time we've come to a fork in the road, we've taken it together. If you know what I mean. We always used to take separate vacations so she could go visit her mother and talk about me, and I could go visit my father and talk about our favorite fishing holes. June, July, and August in Yellowstone seemed to pass so fast when I was a kid that I often wondered if maybe summer somehow missed the turn there. When the days started to yellow with falling leaves and the mallards began flying south again, I always knew tough times for me were just ahead. Visions of classrooms would loom larger and larger, cutting into the best times of my life. Over the years, so many bits and pieces had to be left behind, and a few mind-expanding experiences were to remain unknown. But as I got older, I realized there were many moments to remember, like the one time I sat under a tree on the Madison River and watched the osprey dive for fish as I wrote a note for my wife, who always allowed me the luxury of doing the things I thought were important. And then he goes on to talk about the book Flywater, about when he was 12 and 13 years old and used to guide people for fishing with his father. And a lot of people don't know this, but he worked for the Firehole Lodge in Montana at Hebgen, teaching people how to fish.
Yeah, he's a fish guide.
So that's why when he originally wrote the story and he says those great places on the Firehole, he wasn't talking about the damn Firehole River. He was talking about the fishing lodge.
Can I take a devil's advocate point of view, though? Because that's what I like to do.
Sure.
If all this was so obvious, how come we didn't do this before?
Because we are totally like oblivious to shit.
I mean, you guys, to a lesser extent of you, but some in this community had 10 years. If we're saying this chest was sitting under a fallen tree along the Madison River in Yellowstone, how is this thing not found in 9 months?
Because you had to find a secret fishing spot.
But again, it took a few people, myself included, only a couple months to start talking about the Madison River on record.
Okay. The anagram I found in the book title says the Firehole halts at home. we're looking for the home of Brown. The fire hole halts at home.
Wherever it halts, it's almost insignificant to me in this hypothetical that I'm bringing up. So many people have attacked the Madison that wherever it halts, I don't care. There have been people who have went there and have explored.
The poem's
this
literally
thing has
just
been-
telling you all you have
I'm-
to do is find a damn fishing hole. And it says from there, put in below the home of Brown, put in below the home of Brown. That's the fishing hole. From there, it's no place for the meek, which means you have to cross the river wherever that fishing hole is. And when you cross that river, like Fenn loved to tell us to do all the time,
I know
it's going to take you to a section of wood that had
How many people do you think crossed the Madison River in the 10 years the chase was on?
Not that many, because a lot of us that went searching are basically totally challenged when it comes to knowing how to cross that river without dying.
Ashley crossed it.
Well, what I'm saying is, even Jack said in the Reddit database that the poem had to show certain things, including a natural barrier, because he said that's how you explain No Place for the Meek, and you explain the 200 versus 500 footer.
Okay. But here's my main point to this is all we're basing this on, the reason me, because I was a Colorado searcher, the reason we're focusing on Wyoming and Yellowstone is because of one statement that says the finder and I agreed to say the chest was found in Wyoming. And then in a court document that we know Fenn, I think, has basically alluded to, saying he would lie to a court anytime. He doesn't give a shit. So we have a court statement where he says it was in Wyoming, where he also says he got cancer in 1998. So we have that, and we agreed to say. Why are we taking that so to heart? And when I say we, I mean me as well. Why is that fact now? I understand what I know about Jack's actions in and around the time of looking for the chest and when hypothetically, supposedly he found the chest. I understand where Jack was at the time, and that's why I believe what I believe. But there's a lot going on here. Why are we just buying everything? I think the people who say, fuck Wyoming, have at least an argument to make that we should be listening to, is all I'm saying.
He was turning 12. No, he wasn't turning 12 in July 1942. He was turning 13.
Yeah,
I'm reading the chat. But then Jen says, in chat, he said that on July 23rd, same day as the postmark. What else did he say that? Where did he say that, Jen? Hold on. Because I know in the very beginning, he says, my mind stays at about age 13, about, he's very specific words,
right,
which takes you to that stamp mark. And I don't care if it's like self-biased, whatever, forget that. Just know that based off of this information and this chapter alone, Fenn's favorite fishing spot was on the Madison River. It involved Peggy, and it had a fallen tree. And he found it in the 1940s. So with that information, you could just go run amok on the damn Madison River for all I care and look for a bunch of fallen trees. Or you could look at the places he shows you on the next page of all the fishing holes, and you can automatically count out Watkins Creek and Hebgen Lake, because we know that's Montana. And if he's saying it's Wyoming in an affidavit where you can't lie, your only options are 9 Mile Hole, Highway Hole, Water Hole, and Mount Haynes, which is right on the border of Madison Junction. Those are your only contenders.
Where do we get our hands on you?
And then look at this. Right after, because it's like, I've talked about this lots of times, but no one ever listens. But like right after he talks about it, look at this. My secret fishing hole. I can keep my secret where? So like, anybody, we're looking for a damn fishing hole on the Madison. It's like as plain as day. I'm sorry, in my opinion.
You know what this kind of does when I'm always trying to look at different things, right? Like, so I'm going back to this, folding the page like this, but then I decided, all right, stop looking at all this, right? What does this do for right here? Like, does it only allow me to see certain words here, like an Ovaltine decoder ring? Drink more Ovaltine. You know what I mean? Is it? I'm just trying to think outside the bun here. I mean, catch and special knowing, the view that make me being of the water, of those themselves do waters the how I now space RA. Like you can make words out of this shit. You can make sentences out of this shit. It's just this is a treasure hunting book. This is not a memoir. This is a treasure hunting book. What's the definition of mock, Jason? I don't know. Let's look that up. Mock. Tease or laugh at in a scornful or contemptuous manner. Not authentic or real, but without the intention to deceive. That sounds like Fenn. Not authentic.
Isn't the highway hole considered the 7 Mile Bridge?
No. Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me pull up the map again. I'm pretty sure.
Waterhole's 11. Mount Haynes is.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think Highway Hole is 7. Yeah, I think Highway Hole is 7. Pretty sure.
Okay, so we got Madison River right there. There's Madison Junction. The water hole was considered the Big Bend. Then the highway hole was considered 7 Mile Bridge. So right in the middle is, let's see, the 9 Mile hole. But what's the water hole again? So there's the water hole.
Water hole is 11.
Because the one thing that sticks out to me is it says me in the middle. And so when you look at the photos, Fenn's in the middle from Mount Haynes, which is the Madison Junction area. Let me see.
Speak my language, Missy. You speak my language.
Yeah, but it doesn't add up though. Because
I mean, it doesn't.
If he's at the water hole, June's at the highway hole, the mom's at the highway hole, the dad's at Mount Haynes.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's creating a map, right? But then it shows the dad again at 9 Mile, but it's showing like Fenn's here at the water hole. So like if the dad's at Mount Haynes, which is like right here, and then the highway hole is right here, the only contender would be the Big Bend or 9 Mile. It can't be the water hole because the water hole is like on that side. If you want to follow me in the middle routine.
In my opinion, I agree. I think it can only be Mount Haynes or it can only be west of the Big Bend. So
so it's like right here. It's this
slow bend, right?
Yes.
It's either slow bend or it's Mount Haynes Overlook. It can only be those two, in my opinion.
What's it say on the thing that's written though? Is this something riffle? Long riffle?
Yeah, it looks like I can't read that, but something
and it just
riffle.
so happens to create the horseshoe shape too.
I mean,
that's like where you could see how like on page 99 the image is like shaped weird with the river.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, and this is the part of the canyon, Madison Canyon. So if highway hole's right there, and then the 9 Mile hole is right there. Let me see. Hold on. 7 Mile Bridge.
Hold on, Indy. While you're doing that, K-Pro and there's a few things I want to address here. K-Pro says, Ben, that's an old treasure hunting book. There's no treasure anymore. I would say, like any good treasure hunting experience, there's always an extra secret or two that are always worth knowing that may or may not give financial fortune.
That's the map.
Mario says the book has many secrets, was made differently than others. Maybe holds a secret treasure still K-Pro. I mean, and maybe
No,
that,
that's
maybe
the
so.
map.
But then
Mount
yeah, I was gonna say
Haynes.
K-Pro was asking, where'd you get this map from? Wasn't this map given to us by people by like
So Minotaur Moreno sent me this map, but the thing is, this map was hanging in the very famous fishing shop, you know, of West Yellowstone that Fenn used to actually work for.
what
And
is it
this is the
called?
same map him and
Is
his
it called
father
Madison
used to get to
Crossing?
their fishing holes.
There's a store called Madison Crossing right in there in West Yellowstone.
So for everyone that doesn't know this map right here was also Fenn's map. And Minotaur Moreno gave it to us after it was announced that it was found. And you can see right here, this is also the map that can show this was also Brown's Camp, which is what you would know as Baker's Hole nowadays. Right over here. So Baker's Hole was originally known as Brown's Camp.
Which is technically in Wyoming, on this map.
It used to be before the
Right,
earthquake. Now it's considered
And-
Montana.
And let us quote Forrest Fenn, the one who finds the treasure will be the one who can best adjust.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is the adjustment he's talking about.
Well, this is the thing. Marty is the only one that ever got the double omega symbols in the scrapbook. And she was searching between 7 Mile Bridge and 9 Mile Hole right here when she got that email from Fenn. So from right here to right there, where it just so happens that there's a beautiful little omega symbol, the arch, where she was searching, and then Fenn was like, hey, you can't quit until you go check out the Madison versus, you know, Hebgen Lake. So after he told her that, she left this lovely area and never went back. She only started searching Hebgen Lake after that. She never went back to the spot. And we know that Jack was following not only just Marty, but he was also following Gallatin. And right here is where a lot of people are like circulating. There's a lot of information. So the best contender, in my opinion, would be either Cable Car or wait, hold on, let me see. Here's 7 Mile Bridge. So it can't go past 7 miles. So it's right here. Yeah, it'd either be the Long Riffle or Cable Car goes past it. So Long Riffle is like right there. Yeah, it looks like either the 9 Mile Hole or the highway hole.
It's
not the water hole, in my opinion, just the highway hole. And
it's not highway and it's not water.
7 Mile Bridge, highway hole.
I hate 7 Mile Bridge is nice, but the right on the north side of the 7 Mile Bridge, there's bears all the time. No way. It's not 7 Mile Hole. It's not.
Are you kidding me? Didn't you read the stories in the Reddit where Jack talks about bears?
Fenn's not putting. It's on the base of a mountain edge. There's not much area to get lost in. There's not much area to put a treasure chest either. It's not the right area. It's Long Riffle or it's the 9 Mile Mount Haynes overlook. That's it.
It's literally the section. Like this is.
Yeah, that's your section. Take your pick. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Page 50, Madison Rat. Page 53 drawing is the map. What are you talking about? Page 53. Can we take it off real quick?
Yeah, hold on.
Right back. Just give me a second. Page 53. What map? What are you talking about? Now there is Skippy, which by the way, this photo, this whole thing belongs on page 123. It belongs on this.
So he's talking about, let me see, Dr. Pepper.
See?
I said Coke, so that's Coca-Cola. In my mind, I've always been the best in the world at collecting fun things. So there's soda pop caps.
Borders. Connects it to these borders. And then you connect the borders when you fold the page. Borders. Okay.
Rain again.
I do think that picture is Photoshopped though of Skippy. I think there's some shenanigans in it.
She was watching for the postman.
This feels like if you guys remember Time magazine with the Lee Harvey Oswald photo with JFK this just feels like the same thing, like the shadows. There's something wrong in the shadows here, and I'm calling tomfoolery on this whole picture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, but there's something.
Mm-hmm. I knew exactly where to hide the chest, so it would be difficult to find, but not impossible. Somewhere north of Santa Fe. Somewhere. Like, I've always fixated on this before, but I mean, I feel like I have to say it again. He says it's in the mountains somewhere north of Santa Fe. So,
Somewhere
literally,
north of
the only
Santa Fe.
option, the only contenders were the postmarks that said somewhere. So, it was telling you it was either going to be Wyoming or Montana, in my opinion.
So, I mean, I'm with you on it. It just feels too easy.
Well, that's the thing, though. Sometimes the simplest solution evades everyone because they're trying so hard to like see something that isn't there. They're making anything fit because it's so simple. What?
Yeah, no, I agree. I just, yeah, at the same time, there's also something that's eluding all of us that might be very difficult or complicated here, like figuring out what the fuck he means by being an architect. What the fuck? I still don't know what that means.
No. Well, you know, my other thing, I've got serious research that proves other shit that I'm not going to talk about because people are going to be like, oh my God, you went full Bill Gorman on us. That's fine. But if you want to play pretend and think it was just about a little chest of gold and you get to win it, go ahead. That's fine. It differentiates from itself. But if you want to know his favorite fishing spot, there you go. He's telling you how to find his favorite fishing spot in his tree. But the thing is, you got to crack what that tree really symbolically means to him and what he was involved in. But again, if you want to play it safe and just go for a little treasure hunt of gold, look for the fishing spot.
Is there a treasure hunt of something else happening, Indy?
Yeah, in my opinion, there is. But again, people don't listen to me, so that's cool. I'll keep it to myself.
What is that treasure then?
It goes back to the society I talk about.
Yeah, but what is the treasure then? I get it goes back to them, but what is it?
Originally, in my opinion, we were supposed to fixate and look for the jars, not the chest. The chest is like, you know, in the end of Indiana Jones, where they're like, pick the Holy Grail. And the bad guy picks the really nice, decorated, gilded gold cup.
He chose poorly.
Yes. And just like him, we chose poorly. We were supposed to go for the wooden, dingy looking old cup, which would, in this, I guess, symbolically representation, would be the jars. And even Preston and Tankersley both said they knew the book led to a buried jar that would have a clue. And then that buried jar, once you found it, would lead to another clue. And there's 8 buried jars. And I'm not saying, oh, this was going to lead you to the treasure. No, it's not. This is something different. This is going to lead you to something that when the world starts going south, you're going to want, you're going to need. That's all I have to say.
I'm looking, all I've been on since I got home is I'm on a quest for the jars now. So the less we talk about the jars, the better, because that is still a treasure hunt.
You need to, if you're on the quest for the jars, you're in the quest for knowledge. That's all I'll say.
Well, I'm in the jar hunting business now, so.
Yeah, but the jars are only going to be found by the people that know what it's about, like what it really represents and what it means and how to find it. It's not just going to be like for treasure hunters to sell and get a bunch of money. It's like, this is something huge. Like, this is a historical society. They've spent.
I haven't told you what I'm going to do with it.
What?
I haven't told you what I'm going to do with it. Who says I'm a treasure hunter who's going to find it and just sell it?
No, I'm just saying for other people that think like, oh, I get one of Fenn's jars and sell it for a bunch of money because it's one of a kind. No, it's like there's something in there that is meant to help the people that seek for it, in my opinion. But again, Fenn was like, hey, this leads to the spot where I want to die. This is going to lead you to a specific tree, wink, wink, and a box of gold. And everyone's like, oh, I want the box of gold. even though there's this beautiful story in here where he says he hid a bunch of buried jars that also have the story in the jars, by the way. That is more important and precious to me than the damn chest of gold. So I've got 3 years of research and I'm zeroing in on where those, at least one of the jars is located.
I buried those bells about 3 feet deep so a metal detector can't find them.
Not the bell. We need the jars.
I'm not, Indy. It's like you don't ever listen to me.
You don't listen to me.
You don't listen to me.
No, you don't listen to me. You talk over me just like you talk over Ashley.
Okay.
I never said that you didn't bury the jars for no reason. What the fuck?
You haven't let me finish. And
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Rob in chat.
Oh, well, then we're going to. I don't understand what he's actually saying, though.
Okay, what I'm saying is when they went and tried to seek the Holy Grail, they chose poorly because they chose a distraction, the gold shiny cup, when really it was the item that no one fixated on, that no one paid much attention to. So if we're really seeking the truth behind why Fenn did this chase, we need to seek the jars and find all 8 of them to unlock what really happened. The nice easy out clause was the chest and a fun little story made up to tell people you could be the owner of a box of gold, in my opinion.
Right. So what you didn't let me get to finish, and again, I've done this now 5 or 6 times on my streams for the last 10 days. I start by saying, I buried those bells about 3 feet deep so a metal detector can't find them. And then on the next page, he says, I'm also burying bronze jars for the same reason, about 8 in all. He never says he's burying the jars 3 feet deep so that no one can find them. It proves our point of what we're saying, Indy.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, and I've been saying since West Yellowstone, is if you talk to a random searcher, and it's myself included in the past, anybody, if you talk to a random searcher, they most of the time will say, oh yeah, well, you can't find the jars. He buried the jars 3 feet deep. And they go, oh yeah, I guess you can't. A lot of people misconstrue the jars and the bells as both being buried too deep that no one can find them. When in fact, in his treasure hunting book, he makes it very apparent and very obvious there's a difference. He buries the bells deep so we can never find them. That's not our game. The bells are not part of our game. But the bronze jars that he's burying are part of our game because he's not burying them 3 feet deep. He's burying them so we can find them. And he's telling us about a secret technique he discovered. Then he's telling us about decorated with dragonflies or frogs. And then he's telling us also about Dancing with the Stars, Canopy of Stars. It's very obvious he wants us to find the jars. So it goes to the point. There's another hunt here that involves the jars that people have neglected for whatever.
Hey, Ben.
Reason. Yeah, what's up?
I think I found Morse code in one of the images.
Which one? I've tried to look at Morse code in a couple images.
Epilogue. The big photo of Epilogue where he added 1 stump at the very top under the darkness.
It's 2 stumps. There's a 2 stump difference.
I thought it was 1 stump.
No, it's 2.
Well, anyways, it's a Morse code.
I don't know if it's Morse code. It's uniformed.
No, it is. It's Morse code. Look. So some of them have the dot and the dash. Others don't. There's just a dot, right? So hold on.
Right.
Hold on. That's
it's
an
dash,
E.
Dash. But then you have dash dot, dash, dot, dash, dash dot, dash dot, dash. Well,
no, that's a dash. Let me find it. Okay, so we got. That's a T. So that's 1. You got to look at it. You got to flip the book. So that's a T.
What do you think I'm looking at?
No, you got to flip it long side. Don't look at it like you're looking at the picture. Look at it like you're looking at Fenn tipped over. So that's a T. That's hold on. What's a dash with the dot? Hold on. Dash with the dot is, I know it exists on here. Dash with the dot is an A. So that's an A. T-A. Then we've got, let me see, no dash. What's a no dash? Is there anything with a no dash? Oh, that might be a space actually. Hold on. And that's a dot with a dash.
What do you see in no dash?
Or the stump has no dash and no dot. It's just a square.
Which one?
Because this just not adding up. So that's a dash dot. Okay, dash dot. It's an A again. Hold on. I'm trying to like understand Morse code real fast. Because I saw other dots in there. There's like more than
I
one
realized
dot.
I played an ARG where Morse code was involved in almost every puzzle for like 4 years straight, right? Like I'm
I'm
addicted
trying to
to looking
figure
at
this out. Because that's not okay. So that's a dash. It's a dot, but the placement's different. So like, okay, so dash dot, dash dash, dash dot, no dash or dot. So then dot dash, dash dot, dash dot, dash. It's like some weird ass pattern. I don't know what to do with it. Bet you anything, it's probably Morse code. And then after it's Morse code, it's a fucking anagram again. I hate these damn anagrams. Because if you look at the other stumps don't have any dots. They have other dashes with like lines and stuff, but they don't have any dots. That's just so weird. Like, why are there dots in these little stumps? And then if you look at the original one, they're not the same as the big one. That one's like missing a dot. That's missing a stump. Let me see on the other side. Yeah, there's one stump added in the photo in the big one versus the small one. And then there was one other stump added at the bottom. That's weird. Whatever. I'll figure it out later.
I mean, I've looked at it too. I've tried to see if it's Morse. I've brought it to experts who are experts in Morse. They don't see Morse there. They don't even think it's worth even
Maybe
looking
it's not Morse then. Maybe it's something else. Hold on.
I agree it's something. That the dots that are only on the row up there, as opposed to no other stumps. And like I agree, there could be something to the dots. I just don't think it's Morse. There could be something else. I just don't know what.
Cryptozoology?
Cryptozoology. What are we talking?
Message in
Bigfoot here?
cryptozoology. The fuck is cryptozoology?
I'll be right back, Candy. I'm gonna get an alcoholic drink now because this is
Okay.
I need alcohol. I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
Ooh. Okay. Cryptozoology is a pseudoscience and subculture that aims to prove the existence of entities from the folklore records, such as Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, Yeti, and Chupacabra. Okay, and such. Cryptozoologists refer to these entities as cryptids, term coined by the subculture. Okay. Interesting. That falls into what I know. Hold on. Fine. Okay. So search for animals, especially legendary. It's not just animals, though. Huh. That's weird. Okay, but how would you... That goes down to Greek mythology. What? It's like what I'm doing. If Queen... Cryptozoology. Okay, whoa. Okay, so... Hold on. Holy Grail. No, that would be like that. How would you do... There's got to be something other than Morse code for this. ... No, okay. That wouldn't be telegraph code. Morse code. Why does that have to be Morse code? There's got to be something else under this. What the hell is up with the stumps? Lines, stumps. Yeah. It's frustrating. Ugh, whatever. I'll have to get back to it later. Ow, side's hurting. I'm gonna go back to chat real fast. Do. 23 block 4 means 2, 3, 4 stanza. I agree with that. Okay. I could give you the Madison today. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of just want to go back down the rabbit hole of my research that I've been doing. You know what? That's interesting. Okay, so meaning. Huh. An action to enforce a statutory right of duty. Oh. Okay. That's starting to freak me out. Hold on.
What's freaking you out? What we got?
The real meaning behind one of Fenn's jars or bells or whatever.
Oh, I like that. Give it to me.
So you know how he says he says he misspelled the word knowledge and it says no leash.
Yeah.
So basically, no, it says to be aware of thorough observation, inquiry, or information, right? Well, liege. Hold on. Liege means an action to enforce a statutory right or duty for which no specific remedy was provided. And you know all about my damn secret society shit. So
the jars lead you to the real story, which is what he says. And the real story is going to have secret society stuff in it.
Exactly. And my crazy ass is under the impression that this society is keeping the secret to something that has been sought over for thousands of years. So, hey, let's see what it does.
Well, I make an outright challenge to the secret society. Come after me, bitches.
No. Oh my God. Good Lord.
No, I've been begging to be part of a secret society forever. So
we can't just beg to be part of a secret society. It's like, I thought you were the archaeologist over here.
I know. I want to be part of it. Why do you think I was an archaeologist?
Who says you're not a part of it, Ben?
Who says? Who says can't get stoned? That's a John Mayer song.
One of the jars, which I think is the first one you're going to find, says no leash. It's not knowledge. It's no leash. And that translates to knowing a secret.
I know lots of secrets.
Well, this is the thing, though. Fenn was in the deepest, not darkest, but he was in the deepest secret there could be.
I'm down if it's a secret like that. I mean, I want to get proof. You know what I mean? Proof.
Well, you know how Nostradamus, he was basically like forced to hide the real messages he was trying to tell people because of, he didn't want to be like branded as a heretic.
Right.
So what he would do was he would hide the cross of Lorraine within his illustrations or anything he drew.
Right.
And there's in Too Far to Walk, the second book, there is the cross of Lorraine. So what I'm saying, which I've been saying for a while, is I think like Fenn's, the next, whatever you want to call it, Nostradamus. Like, I'm not saying he can predict the future, but what I am saying is he was using this treasure hunt as a tool to also share something that only those that would know how to find it would understand. Again,
Well,
all in my opinion, of course.
I mean, I'm with you, but let's not tell everybody. I'm trying to just find this shit, yo.
It's not going to be like you wake up one night and you just fucking figure it out. It's like very complex.
Lots
and it
of ins,
starts
lots of
with that
outs,
reliquary
what
chest.
have yous.
If you look at the reliquary chest and the background on the
it?
reliquary chest, it'll tell you the bloodline. And then from there, you can research the bloodline and what it links to, who it links to. And then you can figure out more information about the society, what the whole goal and reason for the society to exist is. But it's hard to differentiate which one, because there's two branches. There's like a good branch and there's a bad branch. One was seeking something and the other one was protecting something.
So and this would be the protect one.
Yeah, I think Forrest was a part of protecting it. So I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty I don't care if people say I'm crazy. I really don't care. Crazy until proven right.
Well, I'd say till proven otherwise.
Yeah, that too.
Because you know what?
No, actually, my favorite thing is crazy until proven genius. There we go.
You know, in my experience, the only people who are geniuses are self-proclaimed ones.
Well, Jack. Fenn was 100% a genius. There's no doubt about that.
Right, but did he call himself a genius? I don't think so.
No, but
Jack called himself. I think
there's so much more to this damn chase than people realize. It's not just about going out and hiding a box of gold. When a man, especially an older man that knows that his time is coming up, it's coming to an end, when he says this thing is the most profound thing he's ever done in his life, it's not just talking about hiding a box of gold.
And certainly not for a simple solve that takes you to a simple spot and there's a simple exchange and goodbye. All right, game over. Da 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 da. But that's not it.
No. And you know what's so magical about this is that it's hidden in plain sight. This is what Fenn does. Right. This is what the society does. They hide stuff within plain sight. And how I love how they it's not that they're cocky or anything, but they do have a big ego. And they like to put it right in front of your face. It's hey, it's a treasure hunt. The whole world's seeking a treasure hunt. But in reality, those that really see and understand and know what this is about, it's more than just a treasure hunt. It's seeking something profound, in my opinion. Historically speaking, this is something so profound that it would shake history itself. And I think Fenn was protecting it. I really do.
Agreed. Completely.
And I think this map on page 133 definitely has something to do with that. And that's one of Coronado's maps.
133?
Page 133, the one with the blurred out map. That's one of Coronado's maps.
Oh, yeah.
Because people don't understand words. Fenn knew words. Gold and more. There's the gold, but then and more. Here's our shiny distraction, the treasure chest. When reality, the book itself and the jars are the more. There's a distraction, and then there's the more. Let me jump back in chat and see how many people think I'm absolutely batshit.
I mean, why else would you write more?
Exactly. That's why I put the chest back. Wanted nothing to do with weird stuff. The poem has DNA and a bloodline. Would that help? I already said the poem has a DNA and a bloodline, Mario. I already know for a fact it does. I know this whole thing leads back to a bloodline. I know that for a fact. But I did not figure this out by the way Mario has gone about it, where, he takes the poem and reconstructs it. And that's beyond me. I'm not smart enough to do that. What I am good at is I'm good at researching and connecting things. So if Mario someone who lives on the other side of the planet, like the other side of the world, is kind of insinuating the same things I'm insinuating, and we don't know each other. That's something interesting to me.
I'm with you.
100%.
100%. But in the words of Austin Powers, what does it all mean, Basil?
There are names I am talking about. I have names too, Mario. And I actually found out. Nah, never mind. I won't say that. Never mind. It's okay. You could deem me the next Bill Gorman. That's the thing, though. I don't think Bill Gorman's crazy.
Yeah, but why are we deeming anyone Bill Gorman? Bill Gorman has his solve. He believes in his solve, and that's
well,
dope.
no, I don't mean it like that. I mean,
no, I know
biblical.
you don't. No. I know you don't, but other people. I'm just talking to other people. Like not you, Bill, me. None of us are crazy. We just have
exactly.
We have our solves. That's it.
So, like, you know how people say, like, because Christy told me a bunch of times, they're like, oh, people in the community are saying you're like, you've gone Bill Gorman. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. Thing is, I may not get along with the guy and I get pissed off because he's very disrespectful to me at times. But regardless of that, he's still very smart. He's a very, very, very smart man where it gets to the point where I'm a little suspicious of him, but he knows shit. He knows shit. And I'm not going to say if his solve is right or wrong. I have no right to say that. But what I will say is that of all the people, the certain information he knows and talks about, I pay attention. I listen to him and I watch. And it's not just about where a box of gold is. That's for damn sure.
Right.
So take it with a grain of salt. I really don't care. But there's certain people in this community that have unlocked what this really is about and the secrets it holds. I think Adelkin's one of them. I know there's a few people I talk to on Facebook online. Who was it? It was like two other people that jump in chat randomly. They know a little bit of the stuff too. And it's like, whoa. So I don't know. Some people would say I'm a fucking idiot for going online and talking about it. But truth is, I don't care if you judge me and I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I just think people should do the research for themselves. Don't listen to me. Figure it out your own.
A lot of people are afraid to do that research. Not because they're afraid of what they're going to read. They just don't commit that hard. And I think that's why a lot of people aren't seeing some of the shit that you and I talk about.
Well, I mean, there's some stuff like it keeps connecting, like you keep chiseling off and breaking off pieces, and then later on come back and put it together. It's creating the bigger picture. And it's not just taking you to a spot on the Madison where an 80 or a 90-year-old man or whatever, where Forrest Fenn wanted to die. It's something bigger. That tree represents something bigger, and the secret is something bigger. I got a message. Oh shit, hold on.
Is what I signed up for when I joined this treasure hunt. I expected something big, a twist, like maybe we're setting up false expectations, but I just don't buy what's happening. I just don't get nope. Let's ask a basic question like that. I haven't done that in a poll before. Is there a twist coming? Is there a twist coming in the chase?
There's already been a twist.
Is there a twist reveal?
Are you playing with an 8-ball?
Playing with an 8-ball? That sounds like Coke talk.
Oh God. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. I will momentarily be right back. Have someone jump on real fast or something.
Good,
I will.
I got this.
Back in
I'm
10.
just gonna fucking hang on my phone, look up some shit. Look at what chat's saying. We're good.
Momentarily.
Do yo thing. All right, but for realsies. candy is full of shit, right? Just 100% full of shit. I'm kidding. I'd say this is a good time to pull out the bongs. Oh, let's check. I probably didn't win, actually. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Nope. I got 38 lineups for DraftKings on Sunday. They're $10 lineups. So I got $380 in lineups accumulated slowly over the last month or so, where I've done a $10 lineup here, a $10 lineup there, and just added up, trying to get ready for the season. So before I knew it, I got 38 lineups ready to go for this big tournament on Sunday. So that's $380. It's 150 max. So I could hypothetically still put in another 110 lineups, 112 lineups. I'm not going to. That's $1,500 if you want to max out that tournament and buy as many entries as you can. 150 different lineup combinations. On week one, I just wouldn't invest that much. There's so many, it's a crapshoot. You don't know what's going to happen in week one that much. I knew the Cowboys would cover. I knew that much. So I'm 1-0 so far on the season in terms of betting on the spread. So K-Pro and Mike and Ashley, Saturday, tomorrow, I will invite them, Ashley, but we will be going live tomorrow, Saturday, a little bit more sports-oriented, sports betting, gambling, DraftKings, bets on the spread, the whole 9 yards. Short little video. We'll probably be live for like an hour or so. Anything Fenn related that's going on, we would always talk about, but this will be betting related. God, it was nice to get a good game for football last night, but it's just even better to get Sunday when there's all those games at once and you just haven't had it in so long. Oh, it's a marvelous thing. It's glorious, as they say, glorious. I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday afternoon, wherever you are. It's 3:30 here. Kids are starting to get home from school. Parents starting to get home from work. David Crump has the sports almanac from Biff Tannen. UCLA wins 19-17. Yeah, I got every part of that movie memorized. BTTF 2. Bet you $1 million UCLA wins 19-17. You heard what you said, Grandpa. You lose. Oh, yeah. What? It's good. UCLA wins 19-17. Insert Alan Silvestri music. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. You fool! And why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? To make like a tree and leave. You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong. Oh, I love Back to the Future. Dolphins versus Patriots, game of the fucking week. Let's go, Dolphins. Oh, I'm so pumped. Oh, I'm so pumped. I got to make sure that I get my Dolphins jersey in time. Shit, man. Amazon. Fuck, I didn't get it. Will it be a one-night shipping for a Tua jersey? I doubt it. Tua jersey. Son of a bitch. Large. Add to cart. Proceed to checkout. Oh, I can get it Sunday, September 12th. Wait. I can get it at some point between Sunday the 12th and Tuesday the 14th. That doesn't fucking help me when the game is on Sunday, motherfuckers. That sucks. What if I click it? No, it still just says between Sunday and Tuesday. I could take a No, wait, hold up. Yeah, whoa. Get rid of this. Delete. I don't even get that as an option. Oh yeah, Sunday. Oh wait. Sunday, September 12th. We can do it. Place my order. Oh shit, orders placed. Oh no, it's being sent to the wrong address. No, it's being sent to the wrong address. Cancel item. Need to change shipping address. Shit. Continue shopping. Oh, we need to do this the proper way. There we are to attack the fire. Yes, there we are. Yes. There we are. Very good. Yes. Ah. Bada bing, bada boom. Large. And we're delivering to a different address, you morons. There we are. There's buy now. No, add to cart. We double check this shit. Yes. Proceed checkout. There's my drink. There we are. Sunday, September 12th. Place order. There we are. Tour. I got my jersey now. I got my jersey back. I got my jersey back. Dolphins. We're gonna suck. Just like every other year. Dolphin barbecue sauce. What do you think? Too high? Am I just wasting the weed now? Is that what I'm doing? Am I wasting it? Should I just carry on with the conversation right now while it's still collecting in my lungs, capillaries and all that jazz going through into the bloodstream? I could have just kept talking and nothing ever happened, and it would have just been the slowest removal of a hit ever. For all you motherfuckers saying I don't fucking smoke like I'm some fraud, listen, you can call me a lot of things. You say I'm a fraud with my weed, and I will fucking throw down. I love Fridays. They're so choice. Name that movie. Right now. Name it. Someone in chat, name that movie right now. So choice. Boom. Go. If I don't see an answer within 20 seconds of right now, you people suck. Carry on my wayward son. Someone last night said Ben is an actor and the pot is fake. It's just a prop. See? What the fuck is this shit? Carry on my wayward son. Here, I'm going to take out the biggest nug. Oh my God, I'm like sweating. It's so hot in here. Ugh. Anyway, all right. I don't know if that's going in focus or not, though. That's the problem. We got a little delivery here. A little shout out to these motherfuckers if you live in the area. Capital Cannabis, but it's fake. And then for later, we got our indica. Looks like it's Blue Mystic, I think. Yeah, our indica, but that's for later tonight. Thank you. Someone got it. You got Ferris Bueller. Jeepers creepers. Fake weed. Listen, it's funny you bring that up. Actually, there is fake weed out there. It's called, Salvia, I think is what it was called, at least when I did it. Salvia. I bought this. It's fake weed. It could be sold at gas stations for a certain period of time in between like 2010 and like 2011. And you could buy it at a gas station and it would fuck your brain into oblivion for a good 90 minutes. Like I'm saying, fuck your brain into oblivion, something that you don't like, something that you feel a little bit out of control of. It's like, if I could best describe it, it's like being given anesthesia, but staying awake and being able to walk around and interact, but not really ever being in control. That's spice, as they call it, that synthetic weed. It was the worst 90 minutes of my life. I was in a place, a headspace where I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't mean to smoke it. We had real weed in the house. We had the fake weed in the house because we bought it as a joke. Oh my God, they actually sell this shit. And then I had the person I was with at the time pack us a bowl. She packs us a bowl of the spice. And of this spice, you're supposed to take like one hit, and that's it. I thought it was a real bowl of weed, so we smoked like the whole bowl. That was a mistake. Even talking about it gives me shivers. Like, oh God, never do that. Never do that. I think at some point the girl I was with said she wanted to eat my face. And not in like a sexual way. Not that there's a sexual way to eat one's face, but like she didn't say it in a cutesy way. She said, honestly, if you don't get away from me, I will eat your face off your fucking skeletal structure. It was so fucked. Never do that shit. I never do that shit. Smash that like button. I hate that shit. I'm YouTubing. It's ridiculous. I'm high now. Now I'm legit high. I'm like legit high right now. So let's smoke again. I sent you a message. Read it privately. Word. Oh yeah, where'd you go, Indy? If it load. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nope. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. What am I doing? What's that? Wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do it. What am I? Who am I doing? Who am I doing? If someone, who the first person to say what I was doing as an impression, I'll mod you right now, right here and now. And if you're already a mod, you can tell me who you want modded or who you want unmodded, and I'll do it. First person to answer that question. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. I'll sit here and wait. And don't look this shit up. That's cheating. Who cheats? Ridiculous. Let's look at the poll. Poll is, what are we at? We're gonna 50-50. Wow. Is there to us counting? 50-50. Most street PCP was animal trank darts mixed with parsley. Yeah, honestly, crazy. Church lady. Oh, hold up. It's not church lady though. I just love church lady. It's George Bush. Dizzy Dean gets it. Dizzy Dean, would you like to be a mod? Would you like to unmod someone? What would you like to do? Dizzy Dean. And by the way, a bad George Bush. Correct. Yes. 100%. 100%. Retracted? What? Why would you retract that, Dizzy Dean? You crazy, crazy critter. God, you people in the Forrest Fenn community are nuts. I mean, maybe, Indy. Maybe. Dizzy Dean, what'd you do? Dizzy Dean doesn't want that decision. They don't want to be a mod. They don't want to demod anyone. This is crazy stuff. This is if I'm reading Dizzy. Oh, see, here we go. Dizzy, I'm good. Thank you. See, Dizzy didn't want to do anything. All right, that's fine. That's all you had to do. You don't have to retract your message like a crazy searcher and all that shit. I'm just fucking with you. All right. So let's do this. Let's see what's going on in the Force Fenn community. Fenn into the search bar. Then we do filters. Then we go last hour. Then we see what's got. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Well, enjoy that if you want to, but I won't have it. No, I won't. I just won't yet. Oh, I gotta unmute that though. There we go. There we go. I want one baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. What do I need to do here? I need to go to this. You can deal with this. You can deal with that. You can deal with this. You can deal with that. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to change the screen cap. Can I just change the screen cap? They won't let me change the screen cap. I hate it. It's fine. Guys, you are seeing me high as shit, like doing voices and stuff. No, we're gonna do that. All right. Oh, see, now we're at 52%. I knew it was good to check back on that poll. 52%, no twist. No twist on the 52. Interesting. I think there is a twist, but I can't vote in the thingy. I've never been a mod, not sure how to do it. Well, Dizzy Dean, it's a fun little adventure. So I tell you what, you don't have to do shit, okay? All you got to do is sit there and do your thing. I have a formal complaint from Chasing Indie leveraged against David Crump saying he abuses his wrench privileges. I'm assuming that is on her watch, on her channel. But that is a formal complaint. Kangaroo Court is in session. David Crump, you need to speak for yourself, good sir. Chasing Indie has called you out. And you need to answer to said charges. Five Leaf Blaze, the right to cipher to life. I'm pro cipher. Five Leaf Blaze makes no bones about it. Cipher or die. Carrie Galloway voted yes to a twist. Ooh, and yes has come close. We are back to 50-50. I'm going to close this poll in 12 minutes, and we are at 50-50. Listen, the winner of this poll dictates actually what happened in reality. That's the power you people wield right now on this channel, low-key. Low-key power to change history and destiny. 50-50, 11 minutes to go. Chasing Indie says it's a joke, Ben. I don't know what you're saying is a joke, Chasing Indie. There are no jokes. There is only Zool. Hoof-hearted. Twist is an understatement. You goddamn right. There's a poll. See, why doesn't everybody always see the poll? Ooh, things are shifting. Now we're at 53%. No twist coming. Almost 10 minutes left. Let me see if I can pin this. Let me remove, unpin message. Now can I pin? Why can't I pin the poll? Is the poll already pinned? Is the poll pinned? Maybe switch from like top chat to live chat or something like that, guys. Sometimes that makes a difference for me when I'm in other people's channels. It's weird. YouTube's like, you know, they take half all y'all's monies on your super chats and shit, but you know, they won't actually put out a product that works, you know, all the time. Am I gonna get censored for that? Listen, we call it like it is here on Treasure Warriors. Got it? We are the Warriors, and we call it like it is. Fuck you, YouTube. Oh, look, I got like 3 more dislikes when I said fuck you, YouTube. I don't think Trinity in Matrix 4 is a robot. The title is Resurrections, plural, so that means Neo and one other has to be Trinity. Carrie, I think that's the very obvious take. Carrie Galloway, you are better than this. You need to be thinking fourth dimensionally, sir. Resurrections is going to be metaphorical. Okay? Okay. Trinity is going to be dead. Do you know why? Because she had about 5 different fucking hose poles through her entire torso and slowly faded out into oblivion right in Neo's arms. Okay? Okay. Then Neo left her because she was dead, clinically, medically, by all definitions of the word, dead. And then went to go help the robots to go kill Agent Smith for a couple of hours. Okay. She's been dead this whole time. Okay. Then Neo, we think dies. We don't know if he dies. Very mysterious. He gets taken away as if he's Jesus by the machines, and we don't know what happens, and then there's a truce. Okay. Now, if you're telling me that somehow Trinity was then saved by the robots after all this and brought back to life, I call shenanigans. I don't buy it. That's the twist. Don't fall for it. Thank me at the end of the movie, just like K-Pro and Mike thanked me for cashing in their Dallas Cowboys bet last night. The robots did not save her, Carrie. See said rent. Next. Define twist a little, and we could have a fun bet. Even money for just kudos. I'll take no twist. But need some twist definitions. Can't let you free roll me even. That's a good point. That's a good point. What's the definition of a twist? I would say the definition of a twist would have to be something the general consensus is wrong on, i.e. a second chest twist. There was a pay it forward and there's a second place at the same spot, twist. Jack had a search partner, not a twist. Jack found it in April of 2019 versus June of 2020 originally. Murky ground. But when it's murky, for this kind of a bet, we have to go not a twist. If it's murky, we have to go not a twist. Not a twist. Forrest Fenn hiding the details that he's DB Cooper in the treasure or in the jar. Twist. Does that help define it? We are at 52% no twist, 47% twist. 23 minutes in, 7 minutes left. I'm really fucking pulling for yes, but this is not looking good, folks. This is not looking good. It looks like there will be no twist in the Forrest Fenn Thrill of the Chase. Because in case you all have forgotten, we have determined and found out that whatever this poll does determines what happens in the chase. It dictates the course of future events. Right now, we're at 51-49. We're getting close again. 51-49, no. Interesting. Interesting. Oof, this is more riveting than the presidential election. I love it. I'm with it. I want more of it. What's happening next? Get your friends in here to vote and then tell them to leave if they don't give a fuck. We need votes. We need to understand what's going to happen next. Is there a twist? Yes. Is there not a twist? No. Have I ever asked for anything? I don't ask for likes. I don't ask for subscribes. I've never even asked for votes. I'm asking for votes. I'm not even telling you what to vote for. We are determining the course of future events here. And I want a twist. 50-50. 5 minutes to go. 5-minute warning, 50-50. This is intense. This is amazing. I think we need music for this. I think we need music. I think we need music for this shit. That's what we need. 5 minutes. Holy shit. What do we do? You know what we do? We watch The Matrix. We're gonna watch The Matrix again. We're gonna watch The Matrix preview, and then we're gonna have a couple minutes left until the poll's over. That's what we're doing. Inspirational Matrix 4 trailer to tell us. You know, I think right here, guys. Oh, you're not looking at my screen. Right here, right here. Neo looking up. He's looking up at himself. He's looking up at himself. Guarantee it. You've heard it here first. 9/10/21 at 3:53 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, let's watch this shit.
Thomas, you seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what?
He sounds like an agent. You seem particularly triggered.
Dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Blue sunglasses. Blue vape. Green light.
Hi.
It's Trinity. Oh yeah, no, everything's fine. She has a bracelet. Dope. She's back. Everything's fine. She's back. Okay, yay! Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Time to fly.
If you want the truth from you, you're going to have to follow me.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me. No?
And he's an agent. Young Morpheus is an agent playing into this whole Trinity thing. Bullshit. Neo's gonna fight past that shit though. Yeah! Go Neo!
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
God damn! It's so good! Ah, it's so good. It's so good. I've never been so hyped before in my life. In my life, I've never been so hyped before. And during that time, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute to go, we're at 55% yes for a twist, 45% no for a twist. Oh, we got a minute left. We got a minute left. I think yes is going to win. There's going to be a twist, and everything will be right with the world. This makes me so happy. A twist would be finding a jar. I agree with that too. A twist would be finding a jar. A twist doesn't require you to believe it, but at some point there's a threshold where you have to believe something. Just because you don't want to doesn't mean that you're like, as some crazy man once said, facts don't care about your feelings. Oh my God, The Matrix is just so goddamn good. What do you think of the email that Diggin' Gypsy got asking her what part of the 9 Mile Creek she found the arrowheads? Arrowheads at 9 Mile. Does FF like arrowheads? Of course FF likes arrowheads. And I think arrowheads was maybe a signal that if you were at the right spot, you would see some arrowheads. But, you know, is that so subtle that, like, is that a signal to me? Like, if I'm going hunting for the chest and it hasn't been found yet, so there's no confirmers, am I telling myself if I don't see arrowheads at the spot, I'm not at the right spot? That's what I told myself. If I didn't see arrowheads at my spot, I'm at the wrong spot. So that's interesting, Carrie. That's exactly what I said to myself. FF asked her if she found the arrowheads up at source of the yeah, arrowheads. Yep. Yes, that was Doogie Howser. NPH, hell yeah. I mean, my God, goosebumps. Exactly. I fucking have goosebumps too. I almost want to watch it again. By the way, the poll is over. It's it. End it. 55 to 45. Yes, there will be a twist coming for the chase, and a reveal is happening soon. I am so excited. Ladies and gentlemen, you did that. You did that. Every single one of you. All 49 of you motherfuckers who voted. You have caused reality to go into a tectonic shift. And now a twist reveal is coming. It's imminent. It's happening. You people have caused it to happen. Twist must become both three-dimensional and include time. A twist over time is barely felt. There will be no instant enough twist to be the twist in the classic sense. I agree with what Leaf is saying, but perhaps the tectonic shift is so immense that maybe just this one time we will get something that's worthy of the word twist. I'm pumped, guys. The Matrix? Are you kidding me? Should we watch it again? I don't know. I kind of think I want to. This is how I live my life, guys. I love that trailer. That might be the best trailer I've ever seen in my fucking life. For a movie that I am so pumped for and have been pumped for. Guys, let me show you something. And this isn't new. I didn't just happen to do this. Let me make sure there's nothing crazy on this, though. Yeah. Oh, my license, we can get rid of that. Hold on. At my spot, but people already know where my spot is. All right, so like share screen. Like, look, I mean, this has been my background since since the first Matrix came out. Like, this has been my background since 1998, 99. On every computer I've ever had in my entire life. Yes, I am fucking pumped for the Matrix 4. And it looks like geniuses have gotten together and said, you know what? We only care about one thing, making Ben Napple happy. Here you go, Ben. And what happened was that trailer. And so thank you to Lena and everyone else who made that happen. For me specifically, I really do appreciate it. It was a long time coming. What's it been? It's been about 18 years. You owed it to me. So I'm gonna let it slide that it took so long. Fuck, am I so pumped? Ugh. What else are we talking about on a Fiesta Friday? I was gonna type it Feisty, because again, I before E except after C. So why not type it Feisty as Fie? I was gonna do that, but then I thought people would just be like, oh, Ben can't spell. But you know what? Forrest didn't care about that. Why should I have cared? You know what? We should edit that. And by the way, if you can, hit that dislike button as many motherfucking times as you can. I've already hit the dislike button myself, just FYI. Hit that shit as much as possible. You'll never hear it. Hit that dislike button. Boom, 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 boom. Hit that dislike button. Boom, 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 boom. You know what? In fact, in honor of hitting the dislike button, we're gonna watch the trailer one more time. Why? Because it's my fucking channel and I said so. That's why. And if you don't like it, that's fine. Go away. You're gonna miss me. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. When I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. But you're not gonna leave. It's fine. Because you know what? It's just a trailer, right? We're learning secrets, guys. Oh, look. Oh, I think either Ashley changed it or just YouTube changed it, but now it's like the Matrix, and that's so fucking dope. I love that. Anyway, it confused me for a second. Here we go. I would just go right there. Boom. Well, no. We're gonna go full screen. Hold on. Let's make sure we got the best quality. Oh God, we got to go 1080p. Are you kidding me? Jeepers, creepers, lemon peepers. We'll let it load. I want perfect internet for this. While I'm streaming, does it not give me 1080p? Because if it doesn't give me 1080p, I have issues. I have problems. This is awful. What's happening right now? I'm legitimately angry if it doesn't give me 1080p. I won't do it if I don't get 1080p at this point. How about that? Yes, more dislikes. Thank you. Thank you. We're at 10. We're at 10. Give me more. I want to get to 25 dislikes. If we could get to 25 dislikes before like 420, that'd be so dope. 25 dislikes before 420. Booyaka. Booyaka. So let's get this shit going proper, right? Let's go back. What's going on? Let's hit refresh. What's going on? Is everybody on the internet at home at once? Is that what's going on? I'm going to turn off my Xbox. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. The Xbox up, but we got to get that in a minute because it's, you know, your Xbox isn't all the way off for at least like 25 seconds. Even when it's done flashing, it's still not all the way off. Like even when that fan finally shuts down, it's still not quite all the way off. You got to give it like 5 more seconds. But yeah, 25 full seconds before the Xbox is actually off. And your phone, ha ha ha. Wait. When did the Batman trailer come out? Oh, we got to watch that. You know what? Fuck. We should watch that too. Should we just watch trailers and then like just talk about the trailers? That's dope. I kind of like that. Maybe we should do that. I kind of dig it. And I love the fucking music choice they took. If any of you know Lena, what is it, Wachowski or whatever? If any of you know her, please, for the love of God, get me in touch. I would like to just go full on Wayne's World, Wayne and Garth. We're not worthy. Like I would do that for myself. If Ashley wants to join, she can join too. To Lena, we're not worthy because my God, this could have been so bad. I think what people aren't understanding with this amazing trailer, and yeah, trailers can be really cool and the movie sucks. It's happened plenty of times. A trailer of this quality, it showed us so many different angles and ideas and questions intentionally that it's a trailer that knows it's going to back up what it's actually showing us and hinting to us. That's how good this trailer is. Think about it. It's honestly going to back up what the fuck is happening. Once we actually watch the movie, we're going to be like, oh shit, that's why they showed that. Oh shit, that's why they hinted at this. That's how good this fucking trailer is. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. So, but before that, I just saw Batman trailer. I think I want to watch that real quick as well. Again, if you don't like this shit, leave. I don't give a fuck. But we're going to do this first. So I'm going to take him here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share that. And see, again, this is all he's paid. If I was paid, I wouldn't be doing this. I don't give a fuck about monetization. I want to talk about cool shit. This is also cool. So let's talk about it. Listen, the Forrest Fenn chase isn't going to last forever. even if there is jars to find, which we were going to fucking find, we're going to fucking find them. And there will be other treasure hunts, which I'm not leaving. I'm with you guys till the fucking end, the very end. We're doing this, whatever treasure hunt comes next. But we got to talk about other shit too. We're going to talk movies and TV shows. That's what I fucking focus on. I do this for a living in terms of I write. I want my scripts read. I want my scripts produced into TV shows. That's whole different. That's nothing to do with the chase. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go Batman first. Yeah, because a lot of people are having a debate over this Batman. Let's see. I think he's going to be fantastic. Much like a lot of people said Heath Ledger was going to suck as the Joker. And I was like, you people are nuts. Heath Ledger's going to crush this shit. And what did he do? He crushed this shit too hard. Same thing going on here, guys. Open mind. Enjoy it. I remember this now. I've seen this. There was a puzzle in this we solved. No more lies.
From
your secret friend.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I saw this trailer so long ago, and the movie still isn't out. It's coming in 2022. The Matrix trailer just came out. The movie's coming out in 3 months on HBO Max and movie theaters. I'm going to the movie theater, but like, that's insane. Anyway, great trailer.
Who? Let's play a game. Just me and you. Any of this mean anything to you?
You're becoming quite a celebrity.
You know, it would have been super dope. Christian Bale getting into like a full-on Dick Cheney mode and a completely different image, body image, and be in this movie. Even though he was Batman previously, like he shows up as like a bad guy, as like that dude. Like, I'm gonna rewind just a little bit just to show you what I was thinking. Like this guy.
You're becoming quite a celebrity.
Oh shit. Here we go. This guy right here. Wait, right here. Like, imagine if that was Christian Bale right now. How dope would that would be, like a twist to movie nerds. They'd be like, oh my God, that's Christian Bale. What the fuck? But, you know, these are the ideas I think of. Anyway, I'm not going to interrupt the trailer anymore.
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why's he writing to you? You are justice. What is the price for your the hell are you supposed to be?
That's a different Batman, ladies and gentlemen. He's vengeance. That's a different Bat. That's where a trailer gets you right there. And it's not in 2021. COVID fucked that shit up. All right, hold on. We're not done, but I'm gonna give everyone a second. We saw that. We're good now. I think let's go here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So that looks like a good movie. Just love that. DiCaprio's new trailer. We should watch that. I don't know what it is. Hold on. It's a Joker. I don't give a shit about that. DiCaprio's new trailer? What are you talking about? CGI has made action boring. I really appreciate real action at this point. Like, I hate the CGI stuff. I've always hated it, but whatever. It's fun and necessary on certain shots, but it's been abused. So anyway, we're gonna go back to now I'm kind of trailered out. I'm gonna go back to my drink actually. Let's just talk. How do we feel about Batman? No love for Batman? I think what we should do is look through the Matrix trailer and actually look for like interesting shit. But what I'm thinking is find something that no one else has found. But I don't think. How about the new Dune trailer? All right, let's look at the new Dune trailer. We'll look at the new Dune trailer and then we're gonna comment on it and see how we feel. And I honestly, I've seen the original. But only a couple times, but I'm a big, I am a big David Lynch fan. I love Kyle MacLachlan, but so I don't know anything about this new Dune. Not that, so hold on, let me get this loaded up. like it's hard to just. I'm so against going with something. Did David Lynch give like the thumbs up to it? Like, anyway, all right. Let me type it in again. Go share screen, big bada boom. 17 million views, holy shit. All right, let's see it. Real time, never seen this before.
My planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. Walking over the sands, you can see spice.
Is that what's her face from Euphoria?
The outsiders ravage our lands in front of our eyes.
Yeah, it is.
Their cruelty to my people.
Oh,
Is
Batista.
all I've known. What's become of our world?
I like the colors I'm seeing here. Dope.
Duncan, can I trust you with something?
Yes, always.
Oh
you know that.
shit, Momoa
I'm
too.
having dreams.
I've seen this dude. I don't know his name.
Arrakis.
Wow.
It means.
Dreams make good stories. What happens when we're awake? Hey, you growing some muscle? No.
Cute.
There is no call.
Oh shit!
There is no faith that we betray.
No!
Friends, my
Oh fuck! I didn't know he was in the suit. What the fuck? Fucking Brolin's in this? What's going on?
You need to face your fears.
Come with me.
They're not human, they're brutal.
Duke's son sees too much.
I do.
Kill them all.
Guns off the ground, go!
This is an extermination. My family wants one by one.
Like demons.
So not the future of House Atreides.
A great man doesn't seek fame. He's called to it. If your answer is no, this will be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son. Something happens. Get cold.
My life.
Together, can you stand a chance?
Wow, that's like a gauntlet. I love it. I'm very pumped for that. That's the first I've avoided all things Dune. I have avoided all things Dune. That's amazing. I'm glad I watched that. That's really fun. Ah, that's amazing. Ah, good shit. Good shit. Did they bust me? Am I off or something? YouTube busted Ben for showing trailers. Is that what happened? Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Am I even live? It says I'm live on YouTube. What's going on? Let's see. I'll refresh it. Oh shit, they really did. How about that? Bluetooth. Oh shit. That's